Get out of here. Dad! Oh my
Hey everyone,
gosh.
you're watching Raw Reveal Network, your trusted source for all WWE matches, rumors, and updates. Hit that bell, and let's dive in. What happened between Naomi and Nia Jax on SmackDown wasn't just an ordinary match gone wrong. It opened the door to a much larger conversation about how female wrestlers are supported, protected, and prepared before they ever step through the curtain. While the match itself stirred plenty of discussion, what truly shocked fans was how clearly it highlighted ongoing issues that many performers, especially women, have been dealing with for years. What should have been a competitive bout instead became a reminder that even the most talented athletes can be let down by factors far outside of their control, and the fallout revealed just how much work still needs to be done behind the scenes. Naomi's journey and the weight of missed opportunities. Naomi's path in the wrestling world has been marked by undeniable athleticism, incredible charisma, and a level of dedication that fans have connected with for years. Yet her career has also been repeatedly interrupted by inconsistent booking, sudden direction changes, and missed opportunities that have held her back from the top of the division. Despite all of this, she continues to push forward with professionalism and positivity, qualities that make moments like her recent SmackDown appearance even more frustrating. She's put in the work, taken on every challenge placed in front of her, and earned the respect of fans worldwide. So when situations arise that undermine her abilities or distract from her talent, it feels like a disservice not just to her career, but to the fans who believe in her. The match that should have been straightforward. Naomi's match with Nia Jax was positioned as a strong showcase for both athletes. Nia's power versus Naomi's speed and innovation. Yet the contest quickly spiraled into something far more chaotic than anyone expected. Under normal circumstances, facing someone with Nia's strength and presence is already a challenge. But Naomi stepped into the match ready to compete at her usual high level. As the match progressed, though, it became clear that things weren't going as planned, and the situation grew increasingly uncomfortable to watch. What viewers would later learn was that Naomi wasn't just battling her opponent. She was dealing with unforeseen obstacles that no performer should have to worry about during a live show. The unexpected issue that changed everything. In the middle of the match, Naomi found herself dealing with an attire malfunction, an unpredictable and extremely stressful situation for any athlete performing live, but especially for a female performer whose movements are constantly scrutinized. In an industry that requires performers to move, run, flip, collide, and push their bodies to the limit, wrestling gear has to be reliable. And when it isn't, the consequences can be embarrassing, distracting, and mentally overwhelming. Instead of focusing entirely on her match, Naomi was forced to shift part of her attention to making sure her gear stayed secure, all while maintaining her professionalism in front of millions watching at home. The mental battle behind the performance. People often underestimate how much mental focus wrestling requires, especially in high-pressure, high-visibility environments. Naomi had to navigate the demands of performing athletically while simultaneously managing a stressful wardrobe issue and competing against one of the division's most physically dominant performers. No matter how experienced a wrestler is, no one can perform at their absolute peak when part of their attention is consumed by worry about an equipment failure. The fact that Naomi continued the match, stayed composed, and still managed to deliver a performance speaks volumes about her strength, skill, and professionalism. But it also raises serious questions about why the situation occurred in the first place. A long-standing issue in women's wrestling. This incident revived a much-needed discussion within the wrestling community. Are female superstars being given the same level of support, preparation, and equipment quality control as their male colleagues? Women in wrestling often perform in gear that must withstand high-impact moves, rapid sequences, and constant contact. Yet malfunctions still occur far more often than they should. While male wrestlers deal with physical risks just as much as women do, they rarely have to worry about attire failing them in ways that jeopardize their comfort, confidence, or dignity. This reality highlights the double standard still lingering in the industry despite years of progress and evolution. The responsibility behind the scenes. The frustration surrounding Naomi's situation doesn't just come from the malfunction itself. It comes from the avoidable nature of it. Wrestling gear goes through countless rehearsals, fittings, and adjustments, and performers rely on their equipment being secure. Many fans and insiders feel this incident should spark meaningful conversations about improving quality control and ensuring that every performer, regardless of gender, has gear that is durable, reliable, and tested for the demanding conditions of live television wrestling. Too often, performers are left to manage equipment issues themselves, when in reality, stronger support systems should already be in place. Naomi's strength and professionalism shined through. Despite dealing with a situation that could have rattled anyone, Naomi showed admirable composure and didn't allow the issue to fully derail the match. Even as circumstances worked against her, she remained focused, carried herself with grace, and refused to let adversity define her performance. It's moments like this that remind fans why she has earned so much respect over the years. Her resilience is undeniable, but that resilience shouldn't constantly be tested by preventable problems. She deserves to compete knowing that she's fully supported, fully protected, and fully equipped to perform without unnecessary stress or distraction. A wake-up call for the industry. The aftermath of this match sparked widespread discussions among fans, analysts, and former performers who stressed that change is necessary. The wrestling world has evolved significantly, especially when it comes to elevating women's wrestling to new heights. But progress doesn't excuse ongoing shortcomings. Situations like Naomi's highlight areas where improvements are overdue. Better gear testing, stronger backstage protocols, and a commitment to ensuring that no performer is left vulnerable during a live match. Naomi's experience should encourage leaders in the industry to revisit their processes and take steps toward creating a safer and more supportive environment for everyone. Moving forward with purpose. As Naomi continues her journey, she carries the support of fans who recognize her talent and appreciate her perseverance. Her determination to push forward, even in the face of setbacks, makes her story compelling and inspiring. But admiration for her strength shouldn't distract from the real issue. She shouldn't have to overcome obstacles unrelated to her skill or preparation. This moment can become a turning point, a reminder that wrestling's continued evolution depends on addressing and fixing the issues that impact performers behind the scenes. Naomi deserves the best the industry can offer, and so does every other superstar who steps into the ring. A call for better standards. The wrestling world has come far, but there's still work to do. Naomi's experience showed that true progress means ensuring every performer, regardless of gender, has reliable equipment, proper support, and a fair environment where their abilities can shine without preventable setbacks. Fans want to see their favorite athletes succeed on merit, not struggle with issues that should have been resolved long before showtime. This incident should motivate real change, so that no one else finds their performance overshadowed by something that never should have happened.